I just wanted to point out the language that is being used by Western media to frame what is happening in Palestine in order to make the Palestinians look like demons and the Israelis look like victims. The reality is, Israelis are using food as a weapon of war, right? A true war crime. If you have this problem with the word terrorist, it's kind of a vague word. It can fit any military in it. It can fit anybody that picks up a weapon and fights against somebody else. The word terrorist can fit anybody in that definition. As a matter of fact, some people said that the only difference between a terrorist and a freedom fighter is the media. It's how you frame it. And that is what they're trying to do out here in the West, the Israeli propaganda machine, to make what they are doing justified. There's a famine in Gaza. Why is there a famine in Gaza? Because the crops failed because of climate change? No. There's literally somebody standing there, and that somebody is Israelis, and saying, no, you cannot take this food that's sitting right there and give it to those starving people over there. No, you cannot do that. We will not let you. We will obstruct you in every way. We're going to pretend like we're going to let you, then we're going to obstruct you some more, and until they start dying from starvation. So if terrorist or terrorism is kind of a generic word, well, this is an actual war crime. People decided that even when you're fighting each other to the death, that this is something that cannot be done. So if anything fits the word terrorism, is starvation, for example, or indiscriminate bombing of hospital. So fact is, Israelis are terrorists. They're terrorists. They're war criminals, and by definition, a war criminal is a terrorist. He cannot be not terrorist. Imagine you have a war criminal who is not a terrorist. How would that even make sense? So Israelis are actual terrorists, but the Western media is still trying to tell us that the Palestinians are the terrorists, and that's why we should condemn them, because they are terrorists. Well, for that same reason, we should condemn Israel right now, every day, every minute, demand our government declare them a terrorist organization like they did with the Iranian Republican National Guard or whatever, and stop all weapons, actually sanction them as a terrorist organization, because they are clearly engaged in terrorism. The Israeli military is. I mean, it does not get more clear than this, but this is the power of the media, and this is why Malcom X said in his speech, which was about Palestine, by the way, that if you are not careful, the media will have you hating the victim and loving the oppressor. And this is what they are trying to get you to do in Palestine right now.